My recent discovery is how many people are out here who are so emotionally unavailable. Everywhere you go, your neighbors, your colleagues at work, strangers, out of the 10 people that you're going to meet, only one is emotionally stable, or you can say they're emotionally intelligent. And being in Africa, I can confidently say a big chunk of these people are this way because of the kind of upbringing they had. Our parents, our caretakers, the teachers, the neighbors we grew up having as our caretakers, they have contributed so much to this. Absolutely 100%. Especially our African fathers. Our African fathers had this perfect belief that mothers are the caretakers. They were so absent. They were so distant. They are the perfect example of why this is happening. They didn't know better, or maybe they knew. I don't know. You tell me whether we shouldn't be blaming them right now. But what I'm saying is, this is the origin of all the problem. These fathers believed in just providing material things. They were very good in paying school fees. They bought food. Everybody was happy at home, but they were so distant. They were so absent. They were never seen at home. And they left the caretaking of the children to the mother. The mother who is also not emotionally available to her kids, because she is one bitter, hungry woman because of her loveless marriage and a distant husband, because they were also not emotionally available to each other. So you have two caretakers who are distant, and what do you expect their children will become? So today we have a generation Y, the millennials and the Gen Zs, who are suffering from these wounds that they are not aware of. They are walking with these wounds. And something that I have noticed, many are not aware. And before I go further with this conversation, having a childhood wound, a trauma, is not a right that we should bypass your behavior now because somebody broke you, because you are unhealed. No, it was not your responsibility. It is not your fault whatever happened to you, but today it is your responsibility to heal that part of you. You have no right to hurt others because you were hurt. So it's good for people to do the reflection and the inner learning and the heal. And this is the most reason why relationships are breaking today: childhood trauma. And our caretakers, as I have said, are the biggest perpetrators of all of this. Now, if you are this person who is in a relationship with this kind of a person, the reason why I'm coming up with this story right now is because I'm a victim of it. You guys, I found myself in a relationship where both of us were not emotionally available. I got to understand it. I started working on myself. But even if I work on myself, and even if I try to be emotionally available, express myself to the other person who has no idea what being available means, it was draining me. So that is why I'm coming up with this. For any person who right now is in this kind of a relationship, today I am coming here to tell you, my dear, number one, you cannot excuse someone because they had distance and unavailable parents. It is their responsibility to heal. Next thing, I need you to understand that there are things you are in control of, and there are things you are not in control of. So tell me how you are going to heal, or how you are going to understand things that were broken even when you were not in the picture. You just met as a 2-year-old here on the street, you fell in love with him or her. How are you going to heal that? They themselves don't even understand what they are ailing from. So I just want to tell you this day that you need to understand your boundaries. Things you're in control of and things you're not in control of. Because I believe right now you're in a relationship where you are constantly chasing someone. You want to be understood. You want to be heard. The other person doesn't even know how to welcome your communication. They are always defensive. So you are always yearning, please listen to me. Please understand. No, this is not what I'm saying. This is what I'm saying. Please understand. It's energy sucking. If you're in this kind of a relationship, know your boundaries. Another thing, I need you to understand that as a high value person, you don't need to chase to be heard. You don't need to chase to be validated. You don't need to chase to be heard, whatever. A high value person communicates. You communicate. You stop at that. Whether they understand, whether they get defensive, that is none of your problem. Because that behavior that you're saying, as I said, it's none of your business. It has everything to do with them. So you communicate and you leave it at that. Because it is so liberating. You're gonna get exhausted. Your energy is going to be sucked by the time you're done with this relationship. You will have nothing else to offer to anybody. So I need you to be mindful of how you respond to this kind of people who are unavailable. I need you to know where to stop, your limit. This is where I stop. I need you to be able to communicate without wanting validation or a response or any kind of a reaction. You just make your point clear and you leave it at that. That's emotional intelligence, because you are a high value woman. You are a high value man. Okay? You leave it at that. Let them throw tantrums. They will. Because nobody taught them how to do things better. When you find yourself being able to control this, control where you end your communication. When you are mindful of your environment, when you are mindful of your reactions, you realize even your skin tone will change. Your mood will change. You will be peaceful. It's so, let me use these ones that I've been trading. So cutesy. You will be so cutesy because you are now so mindful. Demure. It's so demure. You know why? Because demurity is success. I learned that one. Success in your mental health, success in your peace, success in your whatever part of life, because now you are able to control yourself and you know the things that you can control and things you cannot control. You know you are not responsible for anybody's reaction. You start glowing. Cutesy. You are mindful. Demure. So ladies, please, let's agree from today onwards. Things you can control, things you cannot control. Let them go and heal. Because I am very sure you are also doing some work on you.